Here we've got the sweet Magdalena Souder. We've got
also known as Souder.
Souder.
Just Souder.
Just Souder.
Majora.
Or Majora.
That's my alien name.
Just extremely proud of it. We also have Valentine, and I usually call her Valentine DHF.
No,
or DHD because she's got this long name, but she lives her life in HD, so I think it's very fitting. Can you pronounce your entire last name for us, Valentine?
In French?
Yeah.
Je m'appelle Valentine Marie Henri de Frahan.
Ooh.
Wow, that is.
If you want a sexy French girl, go to Brussels.
I'm not French.
I'm no one special, but
No.
you should know my name.
Stéphanie Hilaire or Fanta Kabat or Salima or her street name in Cancan is Fanta Kabat. I will go to the market in Cancan and get called Fanta Kabat.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We look so alike, don't
Yeah,
we?
we're the same.
But we wanted to discuss with you today, our very loyal viewers, because you've been with us from the beginning. So
When was the beginning?
continue. The beginning was in the beginning. Now, girls, we're gonna have a conversation about mental health and, you know, in the volunteer community, how do we protect our mental health? As Peace Corps volunteers, we oftentimes are a lot more aware of our mental health and our emotions as well, because dealing, well, with
They
our
just hit us a lot harder. I feel like we're not aware. They
True.
just slap you in the
I
face.
just like repress. Repress is the way to success. Repress is the way to
That's not true. So this is mental health. So we're talking about how we deal with mental health at site.
Yeah,
Because everyone's different. And everyone has different challenges.
and different self-care
Self-care is-
techniques as well.
Self-care is what?
Extremely important. Self-care is
Tried to
kindness.
come- No, she tried to come up with like a little saying.
Self-care is
Like,
attention to your intestines.
Intention to your pay attention to your intentions.
Yeah. Well, there's that. There's also like giving yourself self-power.
Yeah,
You know,
control
Control
routines,
over
really important.
your sphere of control.
We're talking about mental health, so let's.
Valentine.
Let's grab some volunteers, right?
grab-
Grab him
Volunteer.
right now.
Yeah. Who should we grab?
Oh, Kayla.
Hey, Kayla.
No, we're discussing
Mental
health and self-care.
I don't know, I feel like I listen to music a lot. Also, whenever I'm down, like I know it's hard to like go out in the community, like I don't want to, but whenever I go out, I think we talked about this too, like I feel so much better.
Yeah.
Even just like going to my neighbors and sitting there and doing nothing,
Yeah.
or just like being in the presence of other people. It's kind of comforting.
I feel that. Okay. Thank you, Kayla.
Not talking
For
about
your...
talking about.
So Sarah's an interesting person. She is on what we call our peer support network committee of Peace Corps.
Committee team group.
Team group. So she can actually give you a really great perspective on mental health as she provides support to volunteers who need it emotionally. So
Yeah, so I can talk a little bit about what I do, I guess. I'm a new member of JET, the committee. Our role is to provide peer support for volunteers who are experiencing difficulties or who are experiencing emotions at site. So they can call us at any time and we listen. We did a bunch of training on active listening and how to be good listeners, and provide support when people are feeling down. And we call everyone once a quarter to check in to make sure that everyone feels supported at site, because I think that mental health can sometimes not be taken very seriously. And we're just trying to turn that trend around.
So Sarah, I have a question for you as a JET volunteer. Have you received a call from JET? Like, have you reached out to them? And have you found that it's actually very therapeutic? Because sometimes some people need like physical, like I need you right next to me. So how is this whole distance over the phone? How do you guys, how does that feel?
Yeah, so I have received 2 quarterly calls from JET, and I have also called JET 2 times myself before I became a member to reach out and ask for support. And one of the reasons that I like JET is because it's easy to reach out to people that you know, but it's also sometimes great to reach out to people that you don't normally talk to and to hear a fresh perspective. And that's what I really like about JET. We did talk about how it might be difficult to provide that support over the phone, but that is just a necessity of the situation that we're in, and people can opt out if they don't want to talk on the phone. And we also talked about like providing that listening ear when we're together as well. So I know one of the members said that he goes in during all the regional visits and like checks in with all the people that are around.
So a really great thing about JET is that they have this huge confidentiality clause. Anything that's discussed over the phone with a JET member is between that member and the JET rep. So that also helps volunteers' ability to share and seek support and comfort. So thank you, Sarah.
Thanks for putting me on the spot.
Absolutely. Let's go talk to another volunteer.
I think it's important to pay attention to your actual mental health and not just like how you feel every day.
There's a difference.
Yeah, I think it's important to be like, if you're sad, you can't be like, oh, my mental health is shitty, right? Like if you stub your toe, you're not gonna be like, oh, my physical health is terrible today, right? If you have Crohn's disease, maybe. It's the same thing with mental health. If you have crippling anxiety every day for a week, you should probably look into some.
You should call JET.
Yeah, call JET. You should also call the PCMO.
Yeah.
That is an issue of mental health. But you feeling sad because something big happened at your site, or because something at home happened, that's not an issue of mental health. Everybody deals with it.
Can you tell us what PCMO means?
Peace Corps Medical Officer. That's me. You should call me.
Also, if you have that kind of terrible week happen to you, and if you start feeling better by the next Monday, it doesn't necessarily mean you're completely healed and better.
Right.
It just means the better day, but it doesn't mean that you're okay long term.
It's important to look at your mental health the same way that you look at your physical health. Sometimes mental health can be seen as like a wishy-washy thing that's not as important as physical health, but I don't think we would agree with that. I think we would say that physical health and mental health are both equally as important as each other to continue our service.
So, speaking of self-care and mental health, this is an example of the calendar that we follow during our pre-service training. So, as you can see that our days are back-to-back. It can be very overwhelming, and if you don't take time for yourself to really evaluate your mental health and try and figure out what you do like to do as a self-care technique, then it's easy to get overwhelmed. So I just wanted to add that. Nicholas! So we are discussing self-care and mental health.
Self-care and mental health. Do go on.
So do you have any thoughts about self-care, especially like at site?
Oh, wow. Yeah, man, I have a routine and I stick to it. And it's really useful because that, a lot of people have trouble managing time because your expectations are very high for you when it comes to class, when it comes to lesson planning, when it comes to interacting with the community, learning languages, cooking, cleaning, managing a household that you've never had before. Yeah, absolutely, it's overwhelming. And so a big part of that for me is just like delineating, hey, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., that's my running time, and that's it. And it's scheduled, so you can't mess with it. No matter who asks me to do something, I got a schedule, I have to stick to it. And that's super useful. And
quick question for you. Something that a lot of people are not accustomed to as part of Peace Corps service is the geographical isolation. A lot of people experience. How far is the nearest volunteer?
I'm about 2 hours away by taxi from Kayla. Kayla Rice lives down the road from me, and actually I'm really excited to go see her a lot more often because I went down a couple weeks ago to help her with malaria training. But over the summer, I mean, it's enough that I can do it on day trips. So I don't need to take vacation days or anything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna hop down, say hi, hang out, cook together. That's a really good way to combat the isolation.
And you find that that helps you a lot, like closing that distance and seeking out other volunteers.
Yeah, and I mean, it's because they're the only other people who get it, you know? Like, it's fun to talk with your community and you can make real friends, but they don't get it. And so being able to go down and like vent to somebody for an hour or like, you know, even just talk about the States or even just talk in English for a while.
Yeah.
Huge, yeah.
Well, Nicholas, I appreciate your time that you've given us. Can you say goodbye to the camera?
Hey, bye, camera. Good luck, new kids. Hopefully I'll see you soon.
Yes.
But my hair is all messed up.
My hair, my hair.
It's always about my hair.
He wants hair and makeup. Hair and makeup!
Yeah.
So I'd like to thank you guys, our lovely viewers, for watching this vlog on mental health and self-care. We've got Shoeless Joe here with us to come and say goodbye to you guys. Ellison, do you have any final thoughts on self-care and mental health in Peace Corps?
Yes.
Gimme?
I think it's very important to just always be yourself and always find moderation and balance in all things.
What a great mantra. Thanks. We'll see you guys next time.
Like, subscribe.
Yeah, like it, subscribe it, click it.
Ring those bells.
Yes.
Oh.
What do I do myself?
Oh.